All right, today we're doing an oil change and installing a Fumoto valve on Lexus RX 2022. I changed my oil on the cold engine. I do not mind long drain intervals. I also do not like burning my face off on all these hot components here, and don't like burning my hands either. And you also get to drain more oil if you do it on the cold engine, because everything drains down. So in my last car I was able to get extra half a quart out of the engine. I'm gonna try to catch some of it with this, because I know from experience this is gonna be like absolutely full to the brim. So I'm gonna try to catch some of it, and then I'm going to put the Fumoto valve in here. We're gonna need, I believe we're gonna need 14 here. 14 fits perfectly. All right, let me get on the position and we'll start draining this. All right, I don't know if this is a good idea or a bad idea. I got the drain pan right here. Good idea. I got this over here, so I'm just gonna hold it close by, and then I'm going to open this and try to catch as much as I can. And that's gonna be that. Here we go. Keep the pressure on, and there we go.
Okay, it's actually black. I was expecting it to be lighter.
All right, drain plug came out. Actually, there is no gasket stuck there. That's okay, we're gonna remove it. And everything is pouring right into the jug. It's gonna wind up in the thing.
Let's not gouge the oil pan, okay?
I know, but I think it's stuck on there.
It'd be really
Shouldn't that O-ring be why is that stuck? All right, I poked at it. I poked at the O-ring a few times and it actually popped off. So let's install the valve thingy. What I have here is the 90-degree valve. So it's gonna go like this, and this thing is gonna be like that. There is an O-ring that's supposed to face the oil pan, and I'm guessing we should use a little bit.
Curious. This is actually it.
Oh, this is, you found the O-ring?
Yeah.
Yeah, it popped off. So I'm just gonna take a little bit of engine oil.
Where you were using a pick on it. Okay.
I'm gonna use a little bit of engine oil, and I'm gonna lubricate all the O-rings. I don't think it matters if it's fresh or not, but I'm just gonna make sure everything's like this. And then this guy goes in here, and it should like slide in. Make sure you don't mess up the O-ring, doesn't roll. Okay, there you go, nice, good click. And we are going to need 17 millimeter for this to tighten it, don't knock things down. So I'm gonna take this guy, and we want to face it that way. So wipe this off and put this guy in. And there we go. Okay, does it look good? Ooh, that looks like there is some interference. There is a little bump there.
The exhaust?
No, with the oil pan. I may have to. All right. So what I'm doing, I'm kind of moving it back and forth, and it feels like this part is touching this thing right here. Not explaining too well, but if I were to tighten it in place, it would just be sort of crooked and not seal. So I'm angling this down a little bit. I believe this is what will need to happen. All right, I feel like it's tightened on the O-ring, and there is a little bit of movement here. So that makes me feel like I'm doing the right thing. All right, so you see what I'm talking about right here? There's this bump, and the bump over here. Now I can have it move a little bit, because if this were to push against similar bump on the other side, well, that would cause problems. The whole thing would have been skewed. All right, let me get 17. And tighten this. All right, so this is tightened to a German spec of good and tight. All right, so safety clip, right? This one seemed to be a little different from the previous one I had. The bump goes on the bottom, so it goes into this hole, and then you just kind of click it in. There you go. So now you can't lift it and well, yeah, no, it's pretty good. So you can't open it now. So now it's sealed. And the last thing to do is to take the little cap. Sorry, Andrew, can you give me the black cap? What did I do with it? Oh, it's in my hand. I'm an idiot. I am an idiot. I have a black cap in my hand and I'm asking people to get it for me. Okay, let's get back under. And this is kind of optional, but I figured it's nice to have so dirt doesn't get in there. So we're just gonna plug that in. There we go. So this is plugged in, this is nice and tight, safety thing is in, we're good. Now we got to deal with this oil filter. All right, so the way I understand we got to deal with the filter is just take the socket off, put this guy in, and remove this. Remove this guy to allow it to drain the content. All right, so let's try this. So unscrew the center and see what comes out. Okay, nothing comes out. Okay, that's good. So now we're gonna take this. Where are you? We're gonna take this tool that I've purchased. Again, I don't know if this is necessary or not, but you screw that in, and then when you screw the second part in, well, now, okay, I guess it starts draining early before you expect. So let me get the, we'll just do it like this. There we go. And I'm gonna screw it in, and that's gonna get the rest of the oil drained out of this filter housing.
Okay.
And then I'm gonna put this guy back in before I forget. This one doesn't go in too tight, just kind of snug it. And now we're gonna ready for the main one. This is gonna be
messy, probably. Let's.
All right, are you still there? Can you see what's going on? I hope you can. We're removing the oil filter.
All right.
Something tells me wind is gonna be a problem again. I got pig mats everywhere. Oh, not too bad.
And the filter just like, don't mind me, I'm just gonna come out of here.
And nothing is dripping from the top. So we're gonna come out from underneath here because my neck is getting tired being in this position. And we're gonna need to change an O-ring. Ooh. I'm gonna change this O-ring over here. Super important that it goes in the right groove. The groove is this one. I'll just throw this on the pig mat. I am gonna get a new.
And doesn't look like there's anything metallic in this filter.
No? That's good.
Looks perfectly fine.
So we'll take a new filter element. Why does this look small to me?
Yeah.
Alright, we'll take the filter element, put it on. There you that's installed. And now we're gonna take the O-ring from the kit. We're going to lubricate it with a little bit of engine oil, which I'm pretty much covered with, so that shouldn't be too hard to do. Okay, nice and covered. Put that on. Don't damage the filter. Again, double check, make sure you're in the right groove over here.
It is for the other piece, like one that you use to train.
So we're just gonna screw that in. It's actually got these nice bumps you can grip, so you could tighten everything. But we are gonna tighten it with a wrench, of course. I'm gonna switch this guy to tighten. Put this on. Okay, make sure you put the socket on fully. Don't be an idiot. Okay, I feel like the O-ring passed and went inside the housing. It's a short wrench. Give it one spot and it's good. All right, so now we're gonna go up top and we're going to fill the engine with oil. All right, so to fill it, I have this fancy funnel. I got it specifically to screw into the where you pour oil in, and I use it to drain the oil. So just gonna quickly spray it with some brake clean. So let's clean the funnel, get rid of all the junk here, and now we can go up top. Let me do that. And
I'm short.
yeah, we're gonna unscrew the oil. Yeah,
There we go.
okay, carefully unscrew that, and then we're going to screw in this guy. And so now this dude should screw in nice and easy. It even got an O-ring there.
Nice.
Fancy. So we screw that in, and now see, it doesn't wobble or anything else. We can just pour oil in and it's nice and stationary. So when you pour in, you may have the same problem, which is wind. And all right, let's pour that in. That's pretty cool how you can see how oil is going in.
Yep.
Alrighty, let's go back underneath, armed with some brake clean. Whoa, don't blast it in your face, obviously. Clean that up. Clean that up. All right. Clean this guy. Where I'm guessing we'll need to concentrate on is around over here. That's where the O-ring seals. So make sure nothing leaking. We got this guy nice and tight, and come back up here. Look at our valve, make sure nothing is leaking around here. Anything should be leaking past the cap. The cap doesn't give me too much confidence. It feels like the wind is gonna blow it off. Yeah, safety seems adequate. But important thing to note, I got this at an angle, so if you just put it straight on and try to tighten it, you may have a bad time. All right, we're gonna check for things. Hold on, make sure we don't have something like oil light come on or anything. Nope, we're looking good. All right, so why don't I do this? Let me.
Why does it say 7,000 miles?
That's maintenance. See, the wrench says maintenance and 7,000. So we'll reset it. I don't know how to do it just yet. Before we get it off the ramp, let's get all this stuff out of here. Let's get the brake clean out of here. Let's get the tools. We can do one more check. Nothing is leaking. Nothing is leaking over here. Nothing is leaking over here. Looks good. this thing gets like super hot. This is why I don't want to do oil changes on a hot engine. All right. So pigment, highly recommended. Okay, I'm just gonna carefully put this thing over here so not to mess up the interior. I got the thing, and we're just gonna go by feel. Once I feel I'm off, okay, I'm off, and okay, shut it off. All right, we're gonna remove the vents. They're gonna go on the other side. So let's check the level. And always hate reading these. We are a little bit above low, so we're gonna dump in that last quart over here.
Oh yeah.
And so Andrew, you can do that.
Oh yeah, I don't know if you guys are actually interested, but here's the drink book and the washer. It's actually blue. Actually my favorite color.
All right, Andrew, so dump in the last quart. It looks like we are gonna need all of them, so might as well just go ahead and do it.
The fact that we got it off is what counts. Just 1 quart.
Yep, and you can just leave it like that for a few seconds if it's empty. Just let it completely empty out. And yes, we do. I don't think it's gonna focus at all, but it feels like it's just a hair below full. On the other side you can see it better.
Yeah.
Okay, so here is one more tip that somebody showed me. Get a little bit of this engine oil and lubricate your O-ring over here.
Don't hit the paint or the headlight.
Yes,
in
okay,
the process.
right there, this O-ring, so that it's lubricated. Okay. All right, and at this point we're definitely done. We're just gonna clean up this mess. I use a little bit of soapy water if something got on concrete, and for the other things I use brake clean. And that's all there is. Old engine oil definitely goes to recycling. Anyone who sells oil supposed to accept used oil, so that's where it's gonna go afterwards. Any more questions, comments? That's it, I guess. Anything, put them in the comments section below.